Oh, I never turn on this one. So welcome again. Welcome, my dear kids, to this new class, to this new day that we are a little bit more than the middle of the day of today, talking about the school. So I hope all of you are fine, my dear kids, and I hope that you are ready in order to begin working. So let me take the chat in order you can tell me, please, my dear kids, if you can listen to me. Please tell me if everything is fine, my dear kids, if you can listen to me. Please I am checking the chat for you to know, to tell me if everything is fine. Sammy, Jesus, Denise, Marijo, Bere, Satin, Lari, Jibril, Rafaelita, Cami, Karime, Carla Nacheli, Cielo, Gus, Amairani, Sam, Regina, Dani, and Cami. Hello, Cami. Hello, my dear kids. Can you listen to me? If everything is fine, everything is fine. Thank you, my dear Sam, Carlita, Denise. Thank you. Okay, so today, my dear kids, the last activity that you have in classroom is to answer the last two pages of the, thank you, Cami, the last two pages of the workbook. In order, we have complete the unit number 11 of both books. So it's missing just the unit number 12 and some pages that we haven't answered, but we are almost done, my dear kids. So I need you to tell me, please, if there is something related to the reported speech that I think it was the most important topic in this unit. If there is something that you don't understand, if there is something that you want to practice. Actually, today we are going to do two activities related to the reported statement. So tell me if you have any question. In order, if you say no, teacher, no questions related to the topic, we are going to continue with the activity of today. So please let me know, my dear kids, if everything is fine, if it is not necessary for you that we write more examples or something like that. Please let me know, my dear kids, if we can continue with the activity of today. Please let me know, my dear kids, if everything is fine. If you don't have any questions. I'm missing some partners, I don't know why. Osh, que fea gente de veras. Denise, I don't have any questions, teacher. Thank you, my dear Denise. Remember that is, I don't have any questions. I don't have any questions. Excellent, Denise. So the rest of you are fine? In order we can begin. Everything is clear, no question. Thank you, my dear Sam. In order we can continue with the activities of today. Okay, so let me share with you the activity. This is the first one. We are going to do two activities today. So I need you, my dear kids, to hurry up, to work as fast as you can in order we can finish the two activities that we are going to do today. Okay, so please, no questions, teacher. Thank you, my dear Carlita and Shelley. Thank you. Okay, so then let's begin, my dear. It says in here, tenses in reported speech. No question. Thank you, Cami. And it says in there, when is your birthday? And we have, he asked when my birthday was or had been. Was or had been. Which is the answer, my dear kids? Was or had been? Please let me know. Let me know quickly in the number one. Remember to write the number, my dear kids. If you don't write the number, I'm not going to be really sure, okay? I'm not going to be really sure if we, let me check in here. It's because I'm going to get into the session in order to answer it. Was, okay? Carla Nacheli says, hello, Frida. He says that is was. Was, okay, my dear. It says number two, could you help us? Could you help us? And it says, he asked if I could or might. Okay, so in here, Gus says, Cami, Denise, Sam, and, okay, Cami, You said that is was. I have the answer, my dear kids. Number 2, could you help us? Okay, they ask if I what? Number 2, tell me the answer in the number 2, my dear kids. If I what? Could or might? Bere, just remember, Bere, that you have to write the number. If you don't write the number, I don't know if you're referring to the answer number 1, answer number 2. So, Goose, it's pretty important for you to write the number. And Goose, I assume that is could, okay? Goose, okay, Goose, you wrote your number. Thank you, Goose. Number 3, have you eaten your soup? Have you eaten your soup? And says, Mom asked if I ate or had eaten. Ate or had eaten. Okay, Cielo and Cami, all of you say that the answer, also Sam, that the answer in the number 2 is could. Excellent, my dear kids. Let's go to the answer number 3. Have you eaten your soup? Mom asked if I ate or had eaten. Number 3, my dear kids. Ate or had eaten. Please, let me know. And in here, Carlita Nacheli says that is had eaten. Okay, had eaten. I have already written the answer. Denise also, Cami, Ariadna, all of you agree with the answer that is had eaten. Excellent. Let's go to the number 4, my dear kids. Will you study Chinese? He asked me if I would or will. It says, will you study Chinese? He asked me if I would or will. Number 3, had eaten, had eaten, had eaten, had eaten. Excellent, Karime. Don't forget, Karime and Cielo, to write the number. Write the number. Number 1, number 2, number 3, because we can get confused, okay? So, don't forget to write the number. It's not a big deal, but it's important for you to write the number of your answer, my dear kids. So, will you study Chinese? He asked me if I would or will. Would or will. Be careful because in here we are reporting questions. When we report question, you have Jennifer. Hello, Delta. Good. Welcome to the class, my dear. Okay. He asked me if I would study English. Okay, we are going to check in a few moments your answers. Number 5, who was her best friend? Who was her best friend? I ask who her best friend had been or was. Okay, good. All of you say that is good. Okay, pretty good. You have the same answer. Denise, number 4, good. Ariadna, Berenice, good. Goose, good. Okay, my dear kids. I have already placed for you the number 4. Let's go to the number 5. Who was her best friend? I ask who her best friend had been or was. Had been or was. Tell me which is the answer in the number 5, my dear kids. Please. Tell me which is the correct answer in the number 5. Jibril says number 5 was. Okay, my dear Jibril, I have the answer in here. Sam, Denise, you said that is also was. Okay, pretty good. I have already placed your answer in here. Pretty good, my dear kids. Goose, number 5 was. Excellent. So all of you have already, well, the most of you have also, Cami, you agree with the answer. Let's go to the number 6, my dear kids. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. They told me, didn't worry or not to worry. Didn't worry or not to worry. Tell me which is the correct idea. And in here, we are reporting a what? What is this? It's not a question. It's not a normal sentence. Okay, in this case, is an imperative. Remember that imperatives can be affirmative or negative form. In the case of the imperative, you can say, go out or don't go out. He told me to go out, or he told me not to go out, okay? That is an imperative. That is to report an imperative. So in here, don't worry about that. They told me what? it's because in here, Karime, I am telling you, my dear girl, that in this case, they are not simple sentences. They are imperatives. Remember that imperatives are the orders that we give or that we receive. And when we report an imperative, we report with to or not to, okay? They told me to sweep the floor. They told me not to sweep the floor. Okay, it's because in here, Karime, Sam, Denise, okay, you are writing didn't. The three of you wrote didn't, but I have already explained which is the use of the imperatives. So if you were listening to me, I'm not going to take the idea of Sam or the idea of Denise because I have already explained it to you, okay? Which is the difference between a normal sentence and an imperative, my dear kids. So imperatives are going to be with to or not to, okay? So Denise says not to worry because it's an imperative, okay, my dear kids? Number 7, did you really climb the Everest? Did you really climb the Everest? They asked if I have really climbed the Everest or had really climbed the Everest. Geronimo. Hello, Geronimo. Okay, don't worry, Geronimo. Okay, so in this case, my dear kids, tell me which is the answer of the number 7, Goose. Not to worry about. Thank you, Goose. Now I have the answer of the number 6. I need now the answer of the number 7, please. It says, did you really climb the Everest? They asked if I have or had really climbed the Everest. Please tell me. Tell me, my dear kids, the answer number 7, please. Have or had. The normal or the original idea, the direct speech is, did you really climb the Everest? Now, which is the correct indirect speech? He asked me if I have or had. Sam says that is had. If I had really climbed the Everest. Bere says that is have. Jibril had. Denise have. Bere, sorry. Geronimo have. Okay, so we are going to leave the answer that we have. Number 8, we were cooking dinner. We were cooking dinner. That is the direct idea or the direct speech. Now, the indirect speech. They said, they what? They said, they what? Cooking dinner. They say that had been or have been. Because it says, we were cooking dinner. We were cooking dinner. They said they had been cooking or have been, my dear kids. Now, okay, Geronimo and Karime says that is number 7, had. Okay, my dear kids, I have that answered. Now I need the number 8, please. Tell me the number 8, please. It's going to be had been or have been. Please let me know. Go. Okay, Sam says that is had been. Okay, Sam, I have already written that. Have been. Number 9, my dear kids. The dog didn't bark. The dog didn't bark. They said that the dog didn't bark or hadn't barked. The dog didn't bark. They said that the dog didn't bark or hadn't barked. Please tell me. Let's go. Okay, had been, Geronimo. Okay, my dear boy, I have the answer of the number 8, and they agree with you. Bere also. Sam. Okay, Sam, Bere, and Geronimo, you have the same answer. in the number 8, my dear kids. So I have already placed it for you. Number 9, Carlita Nashali says that is hadn't barked. Hadn't barked. Okay, because remember that past simple changes to past perfect. Okay, pretty good, Nashali. We are going to check. I might eat more vegetables. I might eat more vegetables. He said that he must or might. Must or might. Let me know the answer of the number 10, my dear kids. Must or might. Must or might. Please let me know. The number 10. Which is your answer in there? The number 10. Okay, must or might. Please let me know. Is missing just this one and we are done. Is missing just this one and we are done. Number 10, it says in there some that is must. M-U-S-T. I don't know, just don't write, okay. Karime says that is might, and Bere is must. Must is M-U-S-T. Remember that must, just remember, my dear kids, that must is going to be obligation. It expresses obligation. And might express possibility. Okay, so in this case, you can say that the original idea expresses possibility, and then you change for the reported statement, and you change it into something that is mandatory, that is not possible. Okay, so are you ready to check? Let's check your answer, my dear kids. Okay, it says some answer is incorrect. Okay, the answer have been left in place for you to change. Okay, so in here, who was her best friend? I asked who her best friend was. Okay, so in here, was. Let's check. And now let's check why. Because you have in here was, no? The past changes to past perfect, no? Okay, it was just the only mistake that we have. Remember that when you have the original idea in past, it changes to past perfect. And the person who gave me the answer left the answer the same, like in simple past. It was a little mistake, my dear kids. But well, you got a 9, and that is perfect. You got a 9, and that is a pretty good answer. Okay, my dear kids, so let me check here. We are going to do this quickly. Maybe we don't finish, but we are going to try. This is going to be another, it's going to be casino game, and this is for you just to practice, okay? Remember to give me the answer in the chat. So it says put the words in order. Tell me the idea. Which is this? Tell me the correct idea. Remember that you begin with $5. You can bet the $5, or you can bet less than the $5, $1, whatever. In this, put the words in order. Tell me which is the correct idea in here, my dear kids. Who can tell me the correct idea in here? Go. Well, you know, they are very scared. Bet. How much, Samantha? Because it was your answer. They are very scared. How much, Samantha, do you want to bet? ¿Cuánto quieres apostar, Samantha? $1 or the $5? All in. Tell me, Samantha. Or Nacheli, that were the first to answer that arrived. These are the first to answer that arrived. So tell me, how much do you want to bet? The $5? Or 2? Or 3? 4? Or all of them? And you know, kids, I think that we are going to finish in here. Just I'm going to receive the one, and we are going to do this. Maybe tomorrow we can finish this. Because, let me check. I'm going to bet all of you. Bingo. So, let's say, my dear kids, let's say, my dear kids, I think that it would be a good idea, $1. Sam, I bet the complete amount of money that you had and you won. Aposté todo lo que tenían y ganaste. So, if you are pretty sure of your answer, it doesn't mean that you are going to bet all the time all the money that you have. No, but if you are pretty sure that your answer is correct, maybe you can get a little risk. Okay, but well, my dear kids, we are going to finish this tomorrow after the quiz. We are going to finish this because now the important thing for me is that you finish the pages of the book that are related for today. So please go to answer the 2 pages of the book, upload them, and we are done for the unit number 12. Be careful that you are sending all your activities complete, my dear kids. See you tomorrow for the quiz. Please be on time, because remember that when you arrive, if we have already begun the quiz and your name doesn't appear in the final board, I'm not going to take the attendance, because the attendance is your name in the game. Okay, my dear kids? And if not, you are going to lose part of the grade of the day if you are not participating in the game. Okay, so love you so much. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for being here, my dear kids. Thank you for participating in the class, and see you tomorrow for the next game or the quiz and the game that we are going to continue tomorrow. Okay, my dear kids? So love you so much. Thank you, and have a great day. Bye.